Hi, welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture we will cover reflexive relation. So guys, by definition, a relation R is said to be reflexive on set A if every element of set A is related to itself. That is, suppose you have set A which has elements 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, then the relation on set A will be called as reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. Alright. But in reflexive, this is not mandatory that every element should be related to itself and itself only. The condition is it should be related to itself, but it can be related to some other element also. Like 1 can be related to 2 also, right? And 2 can be related to 3 also, and so on. Alright, so such a relation will be called as the reflexive relation. Why? Because in this relation every element is related to itself, right? 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 2, and 3 is related to 3. It doesn't matter if the element is related to some other element also. Alright, so now what is the difference between identity relation and reflexive relation? The difference between identity relation and reflexive relation is that in identity relation every element of A should be related to itself and only itself, right? While in reflexive relation every element should be related to itself and can be related to others as well. Alright, so for an example, if I give a relation R which has 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, and 3 comma 3, just 3, all these 3 ordered pairs, then guys this is reflexive as well as identity relation. Alright, this one which you are saying here, this is reflexive but not identity. Why not identity? Because for identity the condition is the elements should be related to itself and only itself and not to other elements. Alright, so you can say that every identity relation is a reflexive relation, but the reverse is not true, right? Like this, every identity relation, like this was an identity relation, so this is reflexive as well, because every element will be related to itself with identity, but every reflexive will not be identity relation. Why? Because in reflexive we can have the elements being related to different elements also. Clear with the concept of reflexive relation? So in summary, a relation R is said to be reflexive on set A if every element of set A is related to itself. Alright? Okay, let's do some questions. So it is saying which of the following relations are reflexive on set A which has elements A, B and C. So let's see. First one has A comma A, B comma C and B comma B. So what do you think? Is it a reflexive relation or not? Well, it is not reflexive. Why? Because every element of set A is not related to itself. Like C is not related to C here. AN is related to A, B is related to B, but there is no relation of C with C. Alright, this is not reflexive. Let's see here. Here we see that A is related to A, B is related to B and C is related to C, which holds the condition for reflexive relation because every element of A is related to itself and A is related to C also, which is fine. So this is a reflexive relation, but this is not identity relation. Why? Because this A comma C invalidates the rule for identity relation. Alright, but this is not identity relation. Alright, makes sense? Alright guys.